People always ask, you know, how do NASCAR drivers go to the bathroom during a race? Like, you hear that one a lot. Well, the answer is, if you can't hold it or you don't sweat it out, you go on yourself. And Dale Jr. one time, they normally don't have to go till the end of the race, and he ended up having to go, and it ran down into his seat, and it boiled his ass in his seat from his own urine, which is not cool.
He boiled his ass.
Yes, he did.
I think I might have myself once skating. I collided with somebody and
Man.
yeah, we just did this. And then I was like, I think I'm myself. We're in Gaffney, South Carolina at the Cherokee Speedway, and we're about to watch some stock car racing on a dirt track. We're in the South. It's evident. There's Confederate flags everywhere. Car culture is big here, and it's kind of cool.
You have families that race, their dads will race, and then when they get old enough to race, their dads will put them in the car, then they'll race. There's boys here racing 13, 14 years old. We even have girls that race here. Matter of fact, the week before last, a girl won one of the races.
Stock car was born out here. It evolved and then sort of got into a bigger arena. And during that evolution, a lot of these smaller tracks became sort of obsolete and began to shut down. So all through this area are just abandoned racetracks. I'd never been to a racetrack before, dead or alive. But Cherokee is supposed to be the real thing. Every Saturday, diehard fans pack these grandstands to watch hours of racing.
We like to see racing, we like to see wrecks, we like to see it all. Around here at this Gaffney Speedway, that is.
A lot of people have been telling me to look out for car number 71, the white car. Apparently it's got a female driver. I think she's the only one racing, like a field of men. And I think some people don't like that. That was an explosion. Cherokee is a throwback to the Prohibition era when stock car racing began. Moonshiners souped up their cars to outrun the law, then built dirt tracks to prove who was faster. Saturday night at the races became a sensation in the South. But when big money came into the sport in the 70s, it changed everything. Tracks were paved, grandstands packed 100,000 plus, and by the 90s, TV deals and corporate sponsorships had turned NASCAR, the big leagues of stock car racing, into a billion-dollar empire. And it all came from dirt tracks just like this. But what happens when the races are over? Thriving grassroots tracks like Cherokee are a dying breed. And nearby, the original big league track that evolved from them sits empty. Apparently, North Wilkesboro was the first sanctioned speedway in NASCAR history. A lot of the greats became great here. This speedway means a lot to a lot of people, especially the people in this area and just stock car fans all over.
Whoa! Yeah, baby!
And it means more to no one than superfan Chuck Ellison.
I'm Primetime Chuck, and I'm here at beautiful North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's a glance back at NASCAR's past, the past that they'd like you to forget.
How many times have you been here?
This is my third trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the mecca of NASCAR, the mecca of stock car racing. I don't think, as far as it goes to abandoned tracks, that you get any bigger than this place.
Okay.
I mean, Rockingham.
Size-wise or
No, in
history-wise?
feeling. Look at this wall and tell me that you can't feel the history just coming off this wall, man. It's just got so much soul in it, you know?
It's not a Jumbotron, it's a
wall.
A painted wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'm old-fashioned, but
You're more into walls.
yeah, more into walls. It's kind of like a crucifix to a religious person. Like a true diehard NASCAR fan is going to hold that reverence for the sign.
Yeah,
You know, for people in the South, it's God and then racing.
Wow. This place is really big.
What really makes this place special is the layout and the character of it. It was built not by a bunch of engineers, but probably somebody that just said, we need a racetrack, and they cleared out a little area, and whatever the topography of the place was, the geography, they were just like, okay, we're just gonna do it this way. So consequently, now you've got a track that's got attitude. And NASCAR's missing that now, because now they've got these cookie cutter tracks. They're all built the same way. They're built to pack in the fans. It doesn't have the same, you gotta get up on the wheel and really just get in there, you know?
So like the current racing system is what's contributed to places like this being dead?
The biggest word I can use is greed. They just got so greedy and they wanted to go to bigger markets and bigger things, but they didn't have any plan for sustainability. They said, okay, well, if we go to point B, what's gonna happen with point A? And that's what they've got right now. They've got a sport that's just drifting lackadaisical with no real leadership.
Right, yeah. How's it feel to be walking down here on the straightaway?
Man, you look at this place and it's like ghoster everywhere, you know? Every mark on this place, every crack in the track, every piece of rubber, it's a memory and it's a piece of the fire that used to be in this sport. And it's like being in the aftermath of a house fire where all your most precious memories get burned up.
Yeah.
Like you look at this place and that's what I feel like. I feel like someone burnt my house down.
It seemed like an extreme metaphor, but the closing of this track really did hit close to home for Chuck.
Growing up, for me, was not easy. Both of my parents had problems and marital problems. I witnessed domestic violence and a lot of things when I was younger that, you know, I don't talk a lot about. But one thing that brought my whole family together was this sport.
Primetime is a very interesting character. It seems like the passion for the sport comes from a deeper place. Like, it seems like this is his happy place. Probably because that's where his family came together as a unit and they all shared that. And then it seems like outside of the racetrack, it kind of fell apart and it was really hard for him. So I could see how he has this strong connection to these tracks. And Chuck has a major issue with NASCAR shutting down this track more than any other.
For them to say that a place like this is just too small or just isn't worth it anymore, they're fooling themselves.
Under the alias Primetime Chuck, he started a one-man movement, Save Stock Car Racing.
The sport's in bad trouble. The ratings are down, profit margins are down, the sponsors and NASCAR have just flat out gotten greedy. People like me are what this sport needs. You need real media. You need somebody to stand up against the grain and tell the truth.
How did you get the nickname Primetime?
Oh man, it started out in high school. I used to run with some black dudes in high school and they would get together before class. They would have freestyle battles and I used to go in there and throw some rhymes down, man, but I haven't done it in years, and it came from a rhyme, something I said about, I'll be at your mom's house between 8 and 11, so that's prime time, like that's where it came from. And
You feel like freestyling now?
oh man, I haven't done it in years. I'm so rusty, like you can't put me on the spot like that.
It's about high time that you hit the high wall and got very AWOL.
That was terrible. Okay, it can't be worse than that. All right.
I'm from Canada.
All right. Yo, they call me prime time. I run 3 wide in victory lane. I tell you the whole time. Check it out. When I flow, I spit mad rhymes. Brian France can go back and take his behind back behind any garage in NASCAR and let me beat his behind. I'll tell you right now, it's prime time. I'm in the spotlight with Vice. Yo, I'm flowing all night. I got to check right. Write it out. $1 million. I don't give a My real name's Chuck. Whoa, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Primetime had a laundry list of things he missed about North Wilkesboro's heyday. Free parking, cheap tickets, drivers thanking fans before sponsors, and then there was an abandoned ritual on Victory Lane.
That's another thing that's missing nowadays is we don't have the real trophy girls. We have a girl in a fire suit, and to me, that's not a trophy girl. Trophy girl needs to be wearing a bikini top, you know?
Oh, like a trophy.
Yeah, no, don't make it sexist. It's nothing like that. It's just people shouldn't be able to tell them that they can't do that if that's what they want to do.
No, of course not. No.
It's a free country.
Yeah.
We live in America.
But it is what
right?
it is. It's
America. I don't know
America.
why. Yeah, like that. That's right. You got it right. You got it down. Turn your hat a little, crook your hat a little bit sideways, and you'll be ghetto fabulous. That's right.
Canada.
No, that doesn't work.
We didn't see eye to eye on the trophy girl matter, but I could definitely feel for Primetime's struggle to save places like this.
This start-finish line in particular represents something special to me in my life because I've dedicated a lot of my time and energy, money and heart and soul into trying to bring places like this back, and that's the ultimate goal, to get 4 tires on a race car going across this line, and that would bring my life some purpose.
You seem to be, from what I've seen, the most committed to this passion.
I would rather die. I would rather stand right here on my knees and let somebody run me over with a race car than let them do what they're doing to the sport.
Ooh. I don't know if anyone feels as strongly about this place as Primetime, but it definitely feels like something should happen here. It seems like it could go either way. Like, it is definitely savable. Just laying in wait for some screaming machines to rip around it. I mean, look at it. It's majestic. North Carolina. NASCAR was born here. It grew so big, places like this weren't big enough. But before NASCAR, this was dirt racing country. Taking the 277 north to stock car heaven, where the racetracks go to die. We're heading to Metrolina Speedway. It's a classic dirt track that's now abandoned. GPS says hard left. GPS said take a left. Here we are in a field. And another field. Oh, I see some of the clay remnants in this grass. This is what we've been looking for. I think behind this fence and that other fence is an abandoned racetrack, untouched for centuries. Those vultures? There's vultures around here. I think this has been shut down for a lot of years, judging by the overgrown nature. Oh, I think we're in the grandstands kind of thing. It's very Roman. It's like a ruin. Ghosts, you hear them? There was so much energy here before, and now it's just back to placid, calm nature. I wanted to get a racer's perspective on the track, so I invited local stock car driver Mitch Sill to come meet me. How you doing? Good. Rick.
Rick, I'm Mitch.
Great to meet you.
Hey, great to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for meeting us here.
Yeah, not a problem.
NASCAR stopped racing on red clay decades ago, but diehards like Mitch would take dirt over asphalt any day. So this closed in the late 90s?
Yeah, I think they started running this place back in the 60s and ran all the way up till the late 90s. And
It's a good run?
yeah, it was definitely a good run, you know, and it's just sad to see that, you know, a place like this that had so much history, still sitting dormant. Wow, it's the first time I've been in here and seen it. Wow. It kind of giving me chills a little bit, you know, I guarantee you back in the day, this place on every Saturday night was slam packed.
Everybody's got their chairs and their cushions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yes, yeah.
Mitch grew up going to dirt tracks with his dad in the 80s and 90s. The closing of places like Metrolina hits close to home for him.
I cut my teeth racing at a track called Riverside Speedway. In 2006, they closed it down, bulldozed it over, and built a golf course on top of it.
Really?
I mean, it broke my heart. I mean, I can still remember like yesterday, the first time I drove by that place after they did that. I mean, I sat there, right there in the parking lot, and I teared up because it's just, you know, all those memories of, you know, being my first dirt race in a car and, you know, my dad being there with me and getting me going with that. My dad raced at that track before I did, you know, and it's all gone, you know.
Yeah, and no one else is going to be able to follow through with that and continue that legacy there.
No, exactly, but, you know, I mean, I can remember my dad, when he was racing in the early 90s, every county had a dirt track to go to.
Really?
I mean, they were just everywhere.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just within the last 15, 20 years, I mean, half of them have shut their doors.
Why do you think it got to the state it's at now with, like, so many tracks closing and...
Back in the 50s and 60s, you didn't have video games and,
No.
you know, computers and all this, you know.
Yeah.
Now you got all that, you know, kids would rather sit home and play on their video games.
Pretend to race.
Yeah, exactly. Pretend to race, you know.
It's wild.
Yeah, watch out for copperheads. I don't know what they got up your way, but we got snakes around this way.
Snakes?
yeah. If you see something brown wiggling on the ground, just run the other way.
Yeah. This is kind of scary.
Yeah. Is that why you wanted me to go first?
Yeah, you got boots on.
If I get bit, just rush me to the hospital, okay? This is pretty awesome right here. Man. I still got the original wall here. So you can tell some people use that wall up too, coming off this corner. Wow, just sitting here looking, you know, I can almost kind of feel that being in that car, getting that car pointed straight to blast down that straightaway, man.
Yeah, coming out of turn 2.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Racing fuel, it's like perfume.
Oh, really?
Man, when you crank that race car up and smell that burnt race fuel, oh man, it does something to you.
It's a gas huffer's dream.
It really is. And just to tell you how bad I got it with that, they make a candle that smells like racing fuel.
Really?
It's like a little bitty candle. I paid like 20 bucks for it just so I could light it up whenever I wanted to smell racing fuel. So yeah, that's how bad.
You burn that indoors?
Yeah, I burn it in the house, yeah.
You're a gas huffer.
Okay. Okay, you got me.
I heard that stock car started with moonshiners.
Yeah, I mean, you had your prohibition area, you know, I guess that was back in the 20s, you know, and then that kind of started the whole moonshining thing, guys making, you know, liquor in their backyards and stuff like that. And well, then from there, you know, the cops started chasing the guys, and well, you know, the guys wanted to soup the cars up, you know, to be able to outrun them guys, you know. So these guys who had these souped up cars just wanted somewhere to race them. And, you know, they started building these tracks, you know, and that's where them guys started going, you know, and NASCAR's kind of gotten away from that. You know, they've kind of tried to eliminate that image over the years, you know, and kind of almost shun their southern roots, and it's just, it's sad to see, you know, but that's the beauty of like your local, you know, dirt racing scene. It is still a lot like it was, you know, back when NASCAR kind of got started. You know, that outlaw racing kind of, you know, mindset.
Yeah. Do you see that sustaining, or is it going to disappear?
You know, I'd love to say that it's something that, you know, it would be around forever, but it's just, you don't see anybody building new racetracks or dirt tracks. It's just that you're constantly seeing them shut down.
Right.
You know, and it just doesn't seem to be any end in sight with it.
It was interesting to learn a little bit of history about the sport coming from the outlaw side of things with the rum runners who would soup up their cars to be faster than the police cars, and then they would be like racing each other. That part of it I can relate to in some way with skateboarding because it's sort of similar where it is kind of an outlaw culture. Skaters just, they do it anyway. We're gonna go skateboarding anyway. But like being here and being on the track and listening to Mitch talk about it, I wouldn't mind trying it out one day. An abandoned speedway is like an abandoned anything. No matter how good the glory days were, as long as it's in limbo, it's a negative space, a wasteland. Like so many places in America, the landscape of North Carolina is littered with man-made wastelands. Even Charlotte, a big financial hub, is full of vacant property.
I always wanted to ollie a sinkhole. We didn't even have to go to fracking country. We just came here to a dead strip mall. I'd say since the beginning of skateboarding, we've repurposed abandoned places and used them to skate. Finding like embankments and ditches and stuff like that. And we'll even like bring materials and build stuff there to skate. Oh, that thing looks sick. There's a little DIY quarter pipe over here. Some people might see this as like a cement blob, but I see it as like endless joy, or at least 5 minutes of joy. We just hooked up with the Black Sheep skate shop team at this DIY spot they built. There's this old foundation and they put a ledge in. It's pretty fun and these guys rip.
This used to be called Eastland Mall. It was a big mall that like years ago was like the hot spot kind of poppin' mall, and I think this area just kind of ran down a little bit, and yeah, for the last 15 years it's just been nothing.
Lots of room for a skate park.
There's actually not a public skate park anywhere in the city. We don't have a free park at all. So we've kind of just stepped up to the plate and build stuff on our own.
Yeah, you got it.
And this is just maybe a couple weeks old. So hopefully can add on more stuff.
Yeah.
So long as it stays vacant and nobody, messes with us or anything, then yeah, we're gonna try to keep building and make a bigger spot. You put a bunch of money and time into it and then they tear it down. And that sucks, and that's happened like 5 or 6 times here.
These guys have built DIY spots at abandoned foundations and vacant lots all over the city. But apparently, these places are not zoned for fun.
So this is one of the foundations we had kind of a little skate park built on. 6 weeks ago, the city came in and knocked it all down. It looks like there's still a little kicker ramp left. This was a manual pad, and it's come in and knock it all down.
They crushed it down and didn't even do anything with it.
Since we don't have a skate park, and there's tons of just abandoned building foundations that we just kind of come in and make do with what we can and build our own stuff.
We had 3 DIYs and each one of them got torn down by the city.
Started out as nothing, you do something productive, the city turns it back to nothing.
Skaters gonna skate regardless. Skaters gonna skate.
Skaters gonna skate.
Skaters gonna skate regardless, torn down or not, we gonna skate it.
From that tall building for about 2 or 3 blocks that way, there's nothing here. Abandoned. The lame part is that these kids are doing something positive with these places that are like literally negative space. They're getting shut down out of fear of someone suing somebody, which is super sad. You're afraid you're gonna get sued. You don't want to get sued. And you look at every which way that you could be sued, and you stop it from happening. Welcome to the land of the free. Sign a waiver first. We just pulled up to this ditch that's in this residential neighborhood. Whoa, this spot's cool. It's like drop into a snake run and then a gap with a ledge in it. Roll through here, go low, high, crack ollie.
No sun gonna shine this day, and the wind will blow your luck away. You're left and everyone's leaving.
Try to remember there's a pole on the landing. Or what do you call that? A tube? A pipe?
The death tunnel.
Death tunnel. There's a death tunnel on the landing.
3 days since a poor mother drowned. They say you gotta keep the dead tied down.
So fun. Scary. You get a lot of speed going down that hill. Simple in theory, not in theory.
Feel the wind, yeah, feel the rain, feel the wind, feel the pain. You love it.
I have a headache. I'm bleeding. Can't complain though. It's nice out. I'm up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. There's a racetrack up here called Mountain View, and it's been abandoned for I think around 20 years, but recently has been resurrected. And Mike, the owner, has offered to let me use his race car to rip around the course on. I've never raced a vehicle on a racetrack before. On the scale of scared to stoked for racing on a track, I'd say I am right in the middle. Pull up next to this race car. Rick.
Jake Brown.
Jake, good to meet you.
Guy. I'm Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Promoter.
Rick, good to meet you.
How you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. You think you can handle that bad boy?
This guy over here? I think so. Maybe.
I'll give you a quick once-over of the car here.
Awesome.
It's snottier than it looks, so.
It looks pretty snotty still.
Yeah, it's not your typical Mustang that you would see on the street.
I don't think I've ever driven a Mustang, let alone an untypical. How long was it closed for before you reopened?
17 years.
17 years it was
Yes,
shuttered?
it's been shut down for 17 years. A lot of people say when they come in, it's a walk back in time here because a lot of facilities are a little more modern, but this is grassroots racing at its finest here.
After visiting some dead speedways, it was cool to see one become undead.
It's a quarter-mile, slightly banked, pure clay oval.
The track safety is just a wall.
Concrete wall around the bottom and the top of the track, so.
It looks really low over there.
Yeah, some spots are a little low, but for the most part, the track wall is about the same around.
Okay.
And we did have a guy leave the racing surface last week and go over the backstretch wall.
His car was totaled or what?
It was tore up a little bit, but it wasn't enough to where he couldn't keep racing.
How did it happen?
He actually went over the front end of another car and it steered him right over the wall. So that was the second time since the track's been built that somebody's gone out of here.
No way.
Yep.
It's a shorter track, so I feel less nervous, but it seems like there's more hazards though, like a low fence and like a corner you can crash into, so that bumped up me being nervous again. Here comes a lawnmower. I was really stoked on the female driver over at Cherokee. Her name's Braden, and she drives the white car number 71. And we're gonna have her come out here and give me a little coaching on how to rip around these tracks. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm Rick.
Braden, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thanks for helping out.
Oh yeah, you ready?
You're my crew chief? I saw you race the other night and it was awesome. Everybody in the stands was like, see that car number 71?
Yeah. What's funny is a lot of people come to the track and they don't understand. It's their first time coming. And
Yeah.
I'll come up to them like, hey, do you drive that car? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, we didn't know you were a girl. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
What's it like to be a girl driver?
It's different because you're the only one.
Right.
And no matter what, you always have attention on you. You always have so much pressure. Like
Yeah.
tonight, I'm sure you feel a lot of pressure. It's your first
A
time.
little bit. What's it gonna take?
Are you scared?
Yeah. Do I need to be?
If you don't have nerves when you get in a race car, you don't need to get in it.
All right. And then I need a fireproof suit.
I don't know if you'll get in it, but
Yeah. I can keep my pants on? Or should I go
you
into
should
my
go
boxer
in,
shorts?
You should go into
Yeah.
your boxers.
Okay.
You should probably, yeah.
All right, I'll be a minute. I'm gonna use Braden's suit and helmet because I don't have a suit and helmet, and most of the guys here are pretty big, and I'm kind of big, but not pretty big, so Braden's closer to my size and maybe aesthetic.
I would say it's probably the first time that I've actually mentored someone who has no background in racing.
It's tight. I can't get the zipper. Ow, pinched. Do I have to be able to zip it all the way up? This will keep me fireproof, right?
Yeah, sure. That
Yeah.
Velcro's there, and then this kind of Velcro's across.
Okay, yeah, that'll cover the belly.
Yeah, hey.
I don't know if I can get my leg over it with these.
Pants. I was just thinking.
I'll get them both in.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's probably not gonna feel good. It's gonna go. There we go. The tighter you are in the seat and the less you move around, the easier it is to drive. You feel tight, you feel good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay.
This is so janky. Well, my suit doesn't fit. I don't know if I fit in the car right. Crotch belt's pretty tight. Helmet time.
If something happens, you need to get out real fast, just mash that button in and pull
Yep.
it out.
Okay.
Make sure it clicked good.
Why would he have to get out real fast?
Mainly if it caught on fire. But I mean, if he was to flip over and it's upside down or anything like that, you would want to make sure you got out pretty fast.
I guess I gotta learn how to turn on the car. Feels like a monster to me.
Mountain View Speedway, back from the dead. An experienced racer flew over the concrete wall here just last week. As I revved up Mike's Mustang, I tried not to think about that.
Come up a little bit in the corners. Don't ride so low on the bottom. Pretend like you have a edge under your foot and you don't want to mash it. You don't want to squash the edge. That was a close one. He did a good job saving it. That looked pretty good. Go ahead and put the clutch in and get it in first gear before you come over. Slow down, slow down, slow down.
A little bit more fire than a skateboard.
All right, is it in neutral?
Yeah.
Wow, what do you think?
I felt like I was going really, really fast. Did it look like I was?
Yeah.
Woo. Sitting in here for this long, I can totally tell why people are into the racing car fumes. It's so much fumes in here right now. It felt really fun. It felt really hard for me to control, and I'm so stoked I didn't hit the wall. I was sure I was just gonna go turn sideways and go straight into a wall.
If you're gonna hit the wall, the best part to hit the wall is on this side.
Yeah, I was gonna head on.
Yeah,
I was gonna wreck Mike's motor. It was gonna be great. I can't believe I did that.
The resurrection of this old dirt track is an exception to the rule here in North Carolina. Stock car racing was huge in these parts for decades. But it's not like it used to be. There's no more races to get rained out at Cleveland County Speedway. NASCAR held races here in the 50s and 60s, and grassroots racing continued until just a few years ago.
Seems like it would have been a pretty lively track. It's set up pretty well. There's a lot of stands and a pretty good view.
30 miles west, Harris Speedway is the latest to fall on hard times. It shut down halfway through the season.
Dude, look at that car.
The caretaker dropped by to show me around.
You're the Speedway police?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of watching it and everything for them.
Security, police?
Yeah.
Guard dog?
That's my ears right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he lets me know if there's anything trying to sneak up on you when you get busy or something, you know.
See you soon, buddy.
Here at Harris, Ronnie is the last man standing. He's worked here since 2003, when everything in his life disappeared.
Lost my wife, lost my job, I lost my car, a little dog died.
Wow.
So
the track is your life?
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't got it. Really ain't got nothing.
Nowadays, Ronnie considers himself a bit of a lawman, but back in the day, he ran from the law in a souped-up car full of booze.
Yeah, I used to run that stuff up there in the mountains.
Really?
You know,
Used to be a moonshiner?
Golden Valley.
Wow. How was that?
That was fun back then.
Yeah.
You know. They couldn't outdrive me for no reason at all.
Yeah, we heard that the stock car racing started from the moonshiners.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Like fixing up the cars to get some speed and chase,
Yeah.
to get away from the law.
They think mine's just a regular old Chevrolet.
They think that?
Yeah.
But is it?
The motor ain't. And I've been clocked at 240.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever been in a wreck?
I've been in a few of them. I've had a train run over me. I've had an 18-wheeler to run over me. Had 2 pickup trucks run over me. And I had electricity to run over me. So really, altogether, I should have already been gone.
Why are you hanging around a racetrack if you're prone to be getting run over?
I don't know, I just ain't scared of them. I mean,
obviously.
I'll walk out there in front of them, you know.
Ronnie might be indestructible, but he's not sure his county can survive losing this speedway. He's holding out hope it'll return for next year.
I'm afraid there wouldn't be no community if it wasn't for this track. I've had people come down here on Saturday nights think they're racing, bring the race cars and stuff. Well, I'd have to come down here and give them the bad news. There ain't no race. This county's counting on this track.
Yeah.
You know.
Are there a lot of tracks around here?
Not too many.
No.
Not like it used to 20 or 30 years ago.
What was it like then?
Well, at one time, there's probably about 30 of them around here.
30 tracks right around here?
Yeah. Times ain't like it was 50 years ago. I tell you that.
Yeah.
People ain't the same.
Do you think that racing is dying out?
Well, around in this section it is.
Really?
I was hoping this one wouldn't go down, you know, because that's where I'm at. So,
yeah, this is your spot.
yeah, so.
Well, I hope it stays. We just met up with Ronnie, the caretaker here at Harris Speedway. He was saying if this track wasn't here, there would be no community. Seems like this is his life here, and I mean, I really hope it sticks around for his sake. Maybe it's so entrenched here that it'll never stop. It'll just kind of go through a slump. And I don't know, I feel like racing is in the blood out here. It's definitely in the lungs.
You that tried to summon Satan, but screwed up the incantation and left an open portal on your parents' kitchen wall. And the demons you released that day stayed with you along your way, screaming in your ear, kill them all.
Metrolina and North Wilkesboro are graveyards in the birthplace of stock car racing. But just because a bunch of speedways are shutting down doesn't mean the sport is going extinct. True fans and racers bring racetracks to life, no matter how old or beat up they are. And as long as the diehards are around, racing will never die.
You can worry about the future. You can worry about the past. You can worry about how long this curse is gonna last. You were walking through the park one night, angry, looking for a fight, and you heard a busker playing an accordion. He stuck him twice and down he fell, and sealed your passage straight to hell. And you knew at once that you would kill again. You can worry about the future. You can worry about the past. You can worry about how long this curse is gonna last.